So despite picking up 2 wins and multiple podiums throughout the year, Sergio Perez just wasn't on the pace of teammate Max Verstappen throughout the season. I mean, Max just ended up dominating as the car became lighter over the course of the year, although there was tension between the two drivers in Brazil after Verstappen refused the team order to let Perez through. And now Perez has been given bad news after comments made by Lando Norris, while Verstappen has also made some brutal comments of his own. But before we begin, if you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe for more Formula 1 content. And you can follow me on Twitter at James_Formula1, and there'll be a link in the description. Now it's fair to say that at the start of the season, Perez and Verstappen were more equal on pace, with not a lot separating the two drivers by the time of the Monaco Grand Prix. Now the car was quite overweight at the start of the year, but became much lighter as the season went on, and this seemed to help Max find a sweet spot with the car. I mean, the cars this year have been this pointy on the nose, which isn't necessarily how Max likes to drive, but new upgrades may have helped Max find more of that front end bite which he prefers. And because of this, Max just became too quick, with Perez unable to really get near him. As a result, we saw Perez play the number 2 role this year, with him often listening to team orders to let Max through should it be needed. Now we know tensions rose when Verstappen refused the team order to let Perez through in Brazil, and now Max has revealed his own opinions on number 2 drivers, and he did this by referring to the time when Valtteri Bottas partnered Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes, with Bottas year after year struggling to match Hamilton over a season. He told Viaplay via Motorsport Week, Bottas still finished on podiums, he won a few races and took pole positions. You just have to accept that the driver next to you is just a bit better. That's fine, that can happen. It's important that he accepted it. Some drivers can't do that and then it goes completely wrong. Then they don't survive for very long. I'm not going to name names, but you have to accept your role. You can't live in a fairy tale world. Now considering Perez ended up doing number 2 duties in 2022, I'd say these are pretty brutal comments, especially after what happened in Brazil when Verstappen refused an order to let Perez through. I mean, to me it's almost like a warning to Perez that his season could go wrong if he were to challenge Max should the Dutchman continue to be faster, and as a result, Perez's seat could end up being under threat. So overall, I'd say 2022 was positive for Lando Norris, with him finishing a best of the rest 7th place in the standings and being the only driver to take a podium outside of the top 3 teams. But McLaren as a team just didn't have the best year, finishing 5th in the constructors standings behind Alpine. But whilst Norris is contracted with the team until 2025 and says he has faith in the team, he hasn't ruled out leaving McLaren. He was quoted by the F1 website as saying, "I have faith in McLaren, I have faith in the guys I work with, the whole team. But time will tell, you can never be 100% certain where you're going to be, but you can have a good shot at it." Now if you want to find out more, I'll leave a link to a video in the description, but while for now Norris is with McLaren, he'll want to be fighting at the front of the grid sooner rather than later. Now while 2024 is the year when McLaren will have all their infrastructure up to date, Red Bull team boss Christian Horner revealed earlier this year that talks have been held between Norris and Red Bull in the past. He said, "We've talked to Lando a couple of times over the years, but every time we've had a conversation, he signed a contract with McLaren the next day." Now Red Bull do have Verstappen contracted until 2028, and there's no way he's going anywhere anytime soon. Perez is also contracted until 2024, but ex-Formula 1 driver Karun Shandok feels Red Bull should be looking to the future by bringing Norris into the team. He told Sky F1, "I think they should be going hard to try and buy Lando Norris." Now given what Norris has shown he can do at McLaren, I do feel he'd do well at Red Bull. While Verstappen has gone on to dominate all the teammates he's had since 2019, look at the way Norris dominated Daniel Ricciardo at McLaren. And on top of that, Norris said at the start of the year he was struggling a lot with the MCL36, yet he still adapted to it and got the best out of the car. So I don't think Verstappen would be able to dominate Norris like he has other teammates, and I think it would be very competitive between them. And should Perez have a poor season in 2023, I feel another driver silly season could be on the cards. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.